So today started pretty good. Then the weather went all weird. Basically, I got all of, like, my motivations just evaporated out of me. Not that it was sunny, it was kind of rainy and dreary. My metaphor skills need work. But either way, I was in a funk today. I was in a mood. It was quite moody. And was somewhere in between bitter and lazy and stuff, and also just utter frustration. I believe that the technical sound that I was making was Nyeh! That was the one. It's not a and it's not a but it's a Nyeh. See? You see how those two merge together? Yeah, okay. Lots of Nyeh today. Just like, I got really quite pissed off. I was tempted to throw things, but of course my logic was still in play, saying, no, don't throw things, you'll just damage stuff. Even at my most angry, I'm still, like, you know, courteous of other people's things. And my own things. Either way. But I'm kind of like, I cheered things up a little bit, and I chilled out. I spent a couple of hours listening to Canyon Drone on mynoise.net, and just really just chilled. Started sorting out some things, getting some stuff done, feeling a bit satisfied. I'm just like, oh, I did stuff, yeah. It's a very important feeling when you're like, yeah, nothing is happening. Everything's terrible. And then sort of wash it away with, oh, yeah, stuff. But honestly, I just really chilled out on that. I almost went to sleep. Just faceplant on the keyboard. That would have been a fabulous sound. It sounds something like this. Except perhaps heavier, with more keys. The demonstration was not nearly as dramatic as I thought it was going to be. Either way. I keep saying that. Excuse my repetitive nature, honestly. Another thing that helped me feel better? M&Ms. As much as like I felt today was terrible, today was fine. There was nothing wrong with today. I got up at a decent hour, like I said I was going to, for one. And also, once I did that, like, I ate breakfast, which actually recently, like, usually I'm quite like it. You get up, you have breakfast, and that's how it works. You have breakfast, and breakfast is a thing. But recently I've just kind of been a bit weird about it, just like, I just want to do stuff. I did breakfast, which is very important. And considering I didn't have too much of a lunch aside for the fact that I scoffed a whole thing of crackers. Because emotions and eating. I'm not going to dwell on the fact that I consumed an entire package of crackers. But I'm not going to deny the fact that occurred. M&Ms. I got up and I had breakfast, and I did some exercise. Woo! Off my butt. You know, I put away some laundry, I loaded the dish drawer, I did a whole bunch of, like, good stuff. But I wasn't feeling it. But the day is salvaged. I've soothed my twingy mood. Which I'll blame on the weather, because you blame everything on the weather. Because the weather. Everything I say is about the weather. I also may have listened to Shark, the fist fight mix, like about 20 times today. It's great, Kay. It's great. I don't like the original mix. Like, I know it's a very interesting thing, this concept of surrealist rap, but I like the fist fight mix and what the Yeah, I just like what that mix has created. It's its own thing and it's very cool and I like that thing. So so I'm gonna listen to it 20 times. Among other things, but yeah, mostly that. I might not have done much on the giant mess cleaning thing, that stuff. Oh, I'm trying to bring the whole house down. But I did, like, put another wad of papers into the recycling paper box, which is rather disturbingly full. But that's because I'm a hoarder, like, not out of any, like, sometimes I hoard things out of, like, I want this thing, I love this thing, I'm gonna keep this thing. I'm a very material person, I do that, but not to a great deal of stuff. And I can sort of erode it away and go, no, I don't need this, it's more effort than it's worth to keep it. Because as much as I am a hoarder and very selfish, I am also very lazy. So if it takes effort to keep it, if it's not that great, it's gone. But when it comes to like schoolwork or paperwork of any type, like I'm so paranoid that it's gonna become like vitally important later. Which is stupid because we live in the age of Google. Any piece of information given to me by a teacher is available online. Just Google it. And for anything else, like any other piece of work that I've ever worked on or stuff, if it's not like portfolio type, or like even in the sort of archive of me sense, if it's just like some essay about something really boring that I bashed out in like an hour and a half, that's like a page and a half long, that's not important. I don't need to keep that. That's not going to, like, make or break anything. And, face it, some of this work is 2 and 3 years old. Like, there's not gonna be a, oh no, there's been trouble, you need to verify the fact that you did that work. Can we see it again? No. That's not going to happen. So, even the stuff from this year, like, it's not going to become relevant again. It's just not. So I need to get rid of it. So I have this whopping great stack of papers and it's gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger because a lot of those PDFs from that PDF monstrosity from like way back, like so much paper that I just don't need anymore. It's easy to read it in printed version and I just had to print everything, but now I don't need any of it, so it's just like, here, have like 60 sheets of paper. Useless. By the way, I keep saying that. I think that's gonna be my default segue. But either way, yeah, it's still a mountain over there. Regardless of my wad of papers that I sorted. The rest of it is still as wild as it ever was. How unfortunate. I know how to solve that. Raspberry M&Ms. They solve everything. Even that very distinctive Nyeh feeling. There's a Monty Python joke in there somewhere just waiting to be told, but I can't quite figure out how to make it fly. So I think perhaps I'll just say, I'll be back tomorrow, and I expect a shrubbery.